Hi everyone, this is Brendan here. So today I'll be talking about good farming timings, where I'll be talking about different time slots that are really good for farming, and I'll be explaining to you guys how do I derive from all these timings, and also during that good timings, it's better to boost your barracks so that you can do more raids and farm more resources. So let's take a look at my attack log to see what I'm trying to say. So if we look at the time now, currently in Singapore, it's at 5 p.m. on Sunday. So whatever timing that I'm going to say to you guys is all in Singapore timing, which is GMT +8. I'll put a link in the description below to show you guys the time zone conversion to whatever time zone that you guys are in. So don't worry about that. So if you take a look at the first attack, it was done like 37 minutes ago, which was like around 4:30 in the afternoon. But if we scroll the way down, I wasn't able to find much loot, as like you see this timing interval. It's like interval roughly around 20 minutes before I found a raid, and I was actually searching for a raid because I was only able to snipe town halls. So after that, when the loot became better, the time was in that particular golden hour timing. So let's take a look at my first attack while I talk you guys through of how I actually derive from all the timing values. So if we start from the morning where I start to clash, which is around 9 a.m. in the morning, 9 to roughly 10 a.m. it will be good. Be able to find a lot of inactive bases, this and that. I think it's because that's during the breakfast hour for most people, and most people won't be playing Clash. They'll probably be eating their breakfast, and as compared to other countries, maybe they are eating a dinner or whatsoever. So there are other factors to consider as to why the loot is good at this particular timing. So after that, if we continue to like around 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. during lunchtime, the loot will also get better. So whatever timings that I'm not mentioning, basically they are not good to farm at. Not good, but doesn't mean that it is not advised to farm during that timing. I mean, if you can farm like 12 hours a day and continue to raid through the whole time, of course it will be better and it will yield you more resources as compared to those people just focusing on those golden hours that I'm trying to mention. So let's carry on with it. The next time slot that I'm actually looking at is at 3:30 to 4:30. So if you look at my attack log just now, 2 hours and 30 minutes ago, which is around 2:30, which is a rather bad time slot to actually go for loot. And then after that, around 3:30, it picked up a bit all the way to 4:30, whereby I found all those high resource bases, which now I'm showing you the replay. So then after that, later in the afternoon, around 5:30 to 7:30, it will get better again. So these are basically time slots that I've noted down, and then after that, from 7:30 p.m. all the way to like 12 a.m., basically it will get really really bad for that 5 hours. A lot of people are basically playing and also clashing and also searching for bases, so you won't be able to find a high and inactive bases, high loot and inactive bases that easily. But definitely you'll still be able to find it, but not as quick as during those golden hours. So then if you guys are still awake during that wee hours, which is around 4:30 to 5:30, it's also a really nice farming time, as I farmed during that hour before during the weekends, and it has yielded me a really good loot. So what I mean by really good and really bad loot is that in roughly 1 hour during the bad loot timing, I maybe get around 1.2 million gold to like around 1.6 million gold. That was last time when I was farming really really hardcore for my this main account. So as compared to the really good timing, sometimes in an hour I could farm like say 2.2 million or even the 2.6 million gold. That's considering, of course, I boost my barracks and also boost my spell factory. So that's the amount that I'm actually getting. So on average, I get around 2 hours, 2 million per hour. Sorry. So sometimes I even there was one time that I did it during the good time slot of 5:30 to 7 p.m. So I got like around 2.8 million gold during that moment. It was a rather high loot during that period, and that's not my record. I've gotten more than that. So that's how basically how to get more loot, farming at those particular timing. I know you guys will be saying that you guys are unable to play during that timing because you guys have school, you guys have dinner or whatsoever with your family, etc. This and that. But yeah, I'm just trying to mention to you guys that basically there are good farming timings and bad farming timings. Of course, those good farming timings also happen with you guys not playing during that moment, and of course other people will be experiencing seeing good loot during that period. So just something for you guys to note for and also to learn. So just want to mention again that the timings that I've talked about is all in Singapore timing, GMT +8. I will definitely put a link in the description below to link you guys up to show you guys the list of time zone to convert to your own time zone, and then eventually you guys can calculate out to your own timing. So that's it for this particular tutorial. I will be summarizing my whole entire BEM guide in the next video. So with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video and clash on.